Imagine you're a noob in a server and a game called Tower Defense Simulator. There are two towers, a guy with a gun and a guy with a big gun. Of course, you will choose a guy with a gun. And then you join a game. But then the players don't mind that you're choosing beginner, and maybe you can choose beginner. No, they'll instead choose molten. This is the sad life of a noob. My name is Ali, and from now on I have started a brand new series called How to Dash. This is totally original and not by 1 million subscribed channel called Macro. Yeah, wait, why promoting? No! And in this episode we will be talking about the first tower that you get, the Scout. Well, we'll go through three things. The first one, its origins. The second one, how to use it, and the third one, some tips given by yours truly. Category number one, its origins. So I don't know if there is any lore behind TDS, but I'll make my own. So this is the TDS lore. Scout was the first ever troop to basically fight the zombie apocalypse. They were just normal police officers that had pistols. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And by game wise, it's the first tower that you get. This tower is one of the free towers that you get. Again, same thing, that there's nothing much left to its origins. So let's go to how to use it. There is not a lot of use for Scouts as it's basically a beginner tower and has very low DPS. But Scouts are basically one of the best beginner towers, and they're like one of the only beginner towers in the game, so And then the Scouts have placement. The placement cost is 200, then 100 for level 1. Level 2 is 600, level 3 is 1200, and level 4 is 2000. As you can see in the background, there is a Scout. Well, some of you noobs might be asking, well, why is it shining? Because it has a skin. I'll tell you all the skins there are. Here are the skins. The skins are red, green, blue, survivor. These are the skins for basic crate. Black Ops is for premium crate, golden is for golden crate, party is for party crate, which you cannot get now, and bunny is for the bunny crate, which again you cannot get now. Category number 3, tips. I have golden Scout, and that means I'm very good with Scouts, so you should listen to these tips. Tip number 1, you should place 2 Scouts in the first wave. Why? It's a very good thing, especially if you're doing beginner and molten. For fallen, Scout is not even useful, so why would we talk about fallen? Then, when you put these 2 Scouts, upgrade both of them to level 1. This will increase their range, which will be a lot easier and much more simpler. Next, tip number 2, you should place them a little far from each other. When you're in the mid game and you're in a very heavy crisis, you should place them a bit far away from the normal 2 Scouts you place, so that there's enough space to fill them in. The best way possible is that their range should touch each other. So if a zombie's left, the Scouts could defeat them. I don't know if they can defeat them or not. Tip number 3 is very simple one. Do not use Scouts in late game. It's really bad when you use it in late game. Especially in beginner, there are only 30 waves. That means mid game is very short. So that means when you are in late game, you don't use scouts. Don't put scouts. Instead, try to upgrade them to max, and that's it. If you add more scouts, it will be much harder for other players to put towers in, especially putting minigunner and accelerator tower like these, because they're high range, and then people will leave you if you don't. Tip number 4: if somebody asks you remove the tower, please sell it, because it will be much easier, especially if you're putting scout, as it has low damage tower and it has a very low DPS. Maybe that man is there because he's gonna put something much better. Wait, every single tower is better than scout. Tip number 5 is a tip that you will have to do when you'll be in level 75 or level 80. When you get all the towers, try to farm for a golden crate. When you get the golden crate, hopefully you get a golden scout, because it has a very crazy DPS. And in the background image, if you don't know, I actually won from them, and it was so much. It did so much damage, and multi-mode became just in a snap of fingers. So these were the tips. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna make some of these videos, and I'm gonna keep going on with this series because I love this series, and I mean it. I love this series. Huge shout out to Macro for making the original series. I got inspired to make that. Also join my Discord server. Links in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.